But let's hope it tastes better than it smells. Yeah. Okay, hi everyone. So today we've got two lovely king of the fruits, the durians from the market today. You see how small the spikes are? I cannot offhand tell you how to choose a Musang King, but I've been told these are Musang Kings, but I'm thinking these are more Hatzi, because if you actually look at the tips of these thorns, they are black, and the actual thorns are quite small. The guy tried to tell me they're Musang King, so I'm not too sure about that. And anyway, let's have a go at this. So just to recap on a couple of ways to choose a durian. One of the first things is you need to look at the stalk. It has to be intact, not black and not soft and squidgy and decomposing. And you can give it a little scratch and see that it's nice and fresh. Yeah, okay, so that's quite a nice stalk there. Another thing is you can shake the durian. And if it's ripe, you should hear some loose movement in it, right? Some shaking inside, okay? And another thing they use is a solid object like their knife and bang it, and it should make some sort of a hollow noise. When you choose a durian, if you look at the durian, this one's a bit flat on this side, so we're going to expect not to get much meat here, or probably get nothing. But you can see these areas here where it comes up. Those are the cavities where all the meat is. So when you choose a durian, oh my goodness, this is full of ants, and I quite regret getting this in. And that's where all my ants are. This one is full of ants now. Can you see all the ants crawling around it? Yeah. So you know, we should take better care when choosing durians at times. So I'm not too happy with all those ants. There's a lot of ants on that. Anyway, that's okay. So another thing you do when you choose durian is look at the stalk, give it a good shake to make sure that it's hollow and loose, or bang it, right? Another thing is sometimes you get wormholes on these, you know, from the insects. Some people reject it, but if the wormhole doesn't penetrate too deep into the flesh of the meat, it's actually a good idea to get some with, you know, superficial wormholes, because people say the durians that attract the insects and nature tend to be the better durians to eat, okay, because nature knows better than we do. Okay, so we got two durians here. They were selling it for 35 ringgit per kilo. This is 3 kilos in combination, so it was 105 ringgit, but we got it for 97 ringgit. Let's have a look at this one, the one with lots of ants. We can open this up. Okay, and they tend to open a little triangle window into the flesh so that you can have a look at the flesh, and it looked quite nice in the market. So we pry open from this end. Okay, there's meant to be a star here if there's different kinds of durians to look at, the Musang King, but that'll be for another chapter. Okay. So, oh, lovely color. Very nice orange color. Strong. The smell is stronger now, much nicer, much richer. Otherwise, I was quite a bit disappointed with the smell. It smelled a bit weak. Okay, but now when it's opened up, you can really smell it. It's much nicer. Very sweet. I did ask for a durian that was slightly more bitter than sweet. That could be my own preference, but also it's a general preference of durian connoisseurs to have a slightly bitter durian. Some of the best durians we've had as a family are very small durians, and they tend to be quite alcoholic in taste, almost on the verge of fermentation. So also when you choose a durian, you want the center core here to be nice and white and clean, not dry, but you want it sort of this texture. But what you don't want is something that's becoming a bit translucent and wet and moist. Okay, that shows the durian's getting a bit overripe. All right, and when you test the durian and they show it to you, you can give it a little compression with your and see the ripeness, and you see how well that goes in and how creamy that's going to be. Okay, and I think we should dig in and have a good taste and maybe stop talking a bit.
Give me a moment.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, smell is good. You can smell the bitterness.
Yeah. Continue.
Yeah, you can smell the bitterness there. It's very creamy. Yeah, the texture very, very creamy, very soft. Compared to what we had the other time, had a nice creamy skin, but at the same time it's a bit firm. This one is very soft and creamy. So, yeah, that's very nice on the mouth. Right. I think we'll come back to you guys later as we dig into our durian. So out of that section, which is over here, here, and here, we've got 6 seeds out of it. So and this compartment in there. So let's see what we have in this compartment. Okay. So what we'll do is we have to drive our thumb down here and open it up. Okay, there you go. And then there's one more compartment inside there. Okay, and then what we can do is, for my nice. Okay. Finger licking good. All right. That's some.
Yeah.
Very lovely. Quite sweet. Had a tinge of bitterness to it. And the taste is very lasting in the back of the throat. So with durian, you also, with the hot weather, durian is what they classify as a very heaty fruit. A fruit that is very nourishing for your body, like a tonic. So it gives you heat and fire in your body. So what's very important is you make sure you drink plenty and plenty of water after you eat a durian to quench that heatiness. Actually, when we ate that, we could already feel it in our throat just after that one durian. And by the way, that one durian produced 10 seeds. So that was a good result. So one thing is to drink plenty of water. But what my parents and my mother used to say, and that's a tradition with people in Penang here, is they say one way to increase the effectiveness of the water in cooling you down is to drink from the husk, like so. And that is meant to be good for you, to bring down the heat. But for me, drinking straight from the cup would do just nicely. So talking about heatiness, and drinking plenty of water to bring that down, you will find that when durians are in season, there's another fruit locally that is also in season. This fruit is this. Have we all seen this before? These are what we call mangosteens. Okay? They're fruit with a relatively firm and fibrous shell or husk, and they come in season same time as durians. And I think nature knows best, and that's why they've done it that way, because mangosteens are the opposite of heatiness, and they're very cooling kind of fruits. Okay, so it cools your body down and so forth. So you can drink your water, or you can eat a few mangosteens to help you. Now mangosteens are quite pretty. They've got these nice bubbly kind of leaves here. But be aware when you buy these, because sometimes you can get lots of ants hiding in there. Literally dozens and dozens will come out from a mangosteen. When you choose a mangosteen, give it a sort of a soft, firm press. You know, I would say, looking at the whites of your thumb, when you press it, to the extent where your whites become a bit white, the redness becomes a bit white. And if you feel a little give, then the mangosteen is ripe. If it's quite rock hard solid, then don't choose that mangosteen, okay? You also don't want to be pressing so hard that you damage the mangosteen and then put it back and someone else has to deal with it, okay? So be considerate when you choose the mangosteens. Just a soft, firm press, and if you feel a little give, then the mangosteen should be ripe. Another thing mangosteens is, you see this flower pattern at the bottom, and this indicates the number of segments of the white pulp you will get inside. So this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they tend to be around 6. Sometimes you get 4, sometimes you get more than 6, okay? So just to see whether I'm correct, we see there's 6 petals there, okay? That's almost a petal from a flower. And to open the mangosteen, all you do is really hold it in your hand and then give it a press, it just cracks open. And then you get this lovely, the purest white color in the fruit. Look how white and beautiful that is. And parts of it is beginning to be translucent. Like I said, the mangosteen has a very fibrous husk. Okay, if you look closely, it's quite fibrous. And it's a lovely purplish color. Like beetroot, do not get the juice of this mangosteen on your clothes, especially white clothes or any color clothes, because they will stain. Alright, just a word of advice. So be very careful when you're eating mangosteen. So what we do is we peel away the husk, try and keep the fruit. Oh, there goes an ant over my hand, another ant there. Okay, peel away the fruit, and you're left with it sitting almost on the stem like that. Yeah, and then we said how many petals we saw at the bottom? 6, right? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fruits there. And I can see quite a few more ants crawling around there. And what we do is we just put the whole lot in your mouth and enjoy it. Right, so. Very nice. Quite tangy, quite sour on the tongue, but sweet at the same time. The flesh is quite thin on the mangosteen. You end up with seeds like that. So out of those 6 pieces of fruit, a couple of seeds, and that was a lovely mangosteen. Thank you very much.